Oh, you're going to shoot from behind. Okay. So, do you want to do two of them? Because I've done this before. You shoot one from there, and then I'll just say everybody, Tammy and Dave are going to take one from the team and do it over again, and then you can sneak behind me. There you go. Yeah, as soon as you go in the door. So what school are you teaching at?
At Garden Valley Collegiate.
Right at home?
Yeah, not, I live like 2 minutes from the school.
It's winter, how far can it be?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep, there's stuff in there and...
Then off this way or going in between the chairs?
Right between the chairs.
All right.
For a period of time that I was working at home, absolutely, I love it. Fun, there's no interruption. I would say school is a great place. I love all those damn students.
And depending upon where he's standing, probably right about here where this leaf is.
Yep. I'm going to be right back at the foot of this thing. So, yep. That gives us 6 feet.
Yep. Back to that. Just like on the Facebook. You got a mark there?
Yep. Oh, I don't have a marker. So
you can just
instead of facing his rear end, turn out and face the desk.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm going to end up turning kind of like this. That's good.
You're going to be closer than that, Dave, because you guys are going to pretend like you like each other and stand close together.
You need to move your leaf? No, I'm good. I can find that marker.
Is your wife here?
She will be
Yes,
here.
okay,
Well,
because that's her seat.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll be sitting with her.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm Tammy, sister Rhonda.
Hi, Rhonda. Please meet you, Sean.
Nice to meet you,
Sean.
Sean.
I'll step back this way.
Yeah. Perfect.
It was funny, Dave and Tammy came to our place a while ago for dinner and sitting down, and I didn't even have a clue that Tammy even had sisters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mind you, anytime I talked to her before, it was just about pipes and stuff.
Shop
with the shop.
stuff.
Yeah.
So you're a Harley rider then too?
I was,
Yeah.
yeah. I was. Actually, I bought mine from here.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we came back from Afghanistan in 02 when we were on a particular mission.
How's it going?
And
I was telling this story the other day where Sean comes down and
I do remember.
I'm buying a bike.
Yeah, I do
I
remember that.
decided on that mission because it was an absolutely horrible mission. I'm like, you know what? Life's too short. I'm buying a
You're buying
Harley.
a Harley. Perfect.
And we came back from overseas.
You got yours and I got my old 2 nitrate.
Yeah. We came down here. And they had one that I absolutely fell in love with, and then I went back to Ontario for leave, came back, and I was like, if it's still there, it was meant to be.
I'm not asking Dave, do you want me to do aerial shot?
Sure, if you want to.
Sure, as long as I don't run into a tree.
I'm not a pirate.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's really
Are you
good.
going to do it before the ceremony?
Not pirate.
No, I didn't even worry about it
Yeah,
until
yeah, that's right, especially
Yeah.
because they got sound going. So yeah.
Yeah, maybe when they do pictures or something, right after.
I have
Before the good morning.
what time we're going? They're pretty much all
I've got the
super wide.
You can sit.
A little smaller.
Yeah, sit in the middle one.
Well, it's
It's like don't like stand like right in front of it, or like how it should be. Yeah, they're all shooting wide.
this is just a
And then I'll probably be right beside you with this camera game.
but this folds, right? Yeah.
But,
Should we get ready for this kid?
which one?
Okay.
Oh, good thing I'm captured with all the angles.
Yeah, so he's gonna let me take a shot from the front, and then I'll make a third again. I like it from being up together.
That's
Yeah.
right. Very
Well, I don't do it from the YouTube box. I really like it.
Oh,
Yeah, good. Did you have lunch together or?
No, actually, we were expecting to buy it. Sean got in a little later than
all right.
planned.
I think we were all good to go.
I hope so.
Live streaming's going.
What are you using to stream it?
My phone.
Yeah, what is it on Zoom or?
Oh, YouTube.
Oh, just right on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah. I thought it would. It seems to be working. I asked my girlfriend if it works on her end. She's like, yeah, it seems to be going. All right. Oh.
If you're doing a video and you're going to make a final video version of it?
Yeah, I'll cut everything together later.
Perfect.
We have 19 viewers.
Oh, really?
Wow.
It's a start. It's a start. Everybody starts somewhere.
We should stay in the car. We should stay in the car.
Yeah.
So, Liam, this is Mr. Paladin. He's my old boss.
It's Wayne.
Very long time ago. It was
Very old.
before you, before Brennan. Yeah.
That's right.
A long
I
time.
was very old.
Yeah, we don't want to say too old. Right?
I'm so old, I got a toothbrush that's older than you are.
So do you live in Winnipeg then, or do you kind of commute back and forth between where your schools all are?
No. Well, I haven't been to Edmonton since COVID.
Since COVID.
So yeah, no. Our two campuses. My partner spends most of his time at the one out by the airport. I spend time at the one in the Exchange District. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's fine.
Oh, so you're still kind of in the Exchange too? And
Yes, yeah. We're not far at all from the old building. We're on the corner of William and Princess, right kitty corner from Red River.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
It's an old heritage building. They all are.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
And we're in the same house. We got. I was just reading on Facebook today that an average person will live in 5 homes in their lifetime. And a friend of mine commented she's lived in 19.
Oh, jeez.
She said 12 husbands, I think, so that's one of But we bought this house. We went into an apartment when we first got married. Then we bought this house. And this is a nice starter home. We'll be here for a few years and we'll move on. We're slow. Like, you know, that was 30 some years ago, and we haven't moved yet.
We don't tend to change houses, we change towns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
that's a
from
little more.
Winnipeg, we went out to Saskatchewan for a couple of years, then came here.
Didn't like it there.
I can understand that. And now that we're empty nesters, well, I shouldn't say that. My grandkids are over 2 or 3 times a week, and they come for the whole day. So,
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
well, them and their mom, and so it's a full thing. When they leave, it's got to clean everything up, and I sit down and go, I'm too tired.
Imagine. Which is good.
How old are your children?
19 and 15.
Well, a while before you become grandparents.
We hope so.
Yeah.
That's right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
When are you guys hoping to be
When I'm 50, when I'm 80. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like when you're 30.
Yeah.
That was my own fault though.
What if when I'm like 20?
No.
No, not when you're 20.
Nope.
Rory, my wife.
Not my youngest, my eldest granddaughter, the 5-year-old. They just left Dubai, like I said. But the pictures her. There was a boy in her kindergarten class when they first moved to Dubai that said he loved her. And so when they were leaving Dubai, he came out, got down on his knee, gave her a ring, and said, "I will see you in Canada in a number of years." Oh man.
That's a keeper.
Oh, I tell you.
That's.
So is there anybody still kind of left from the original group?
Do you keep contact with anyone, or?
Mike Boyd. Remember Mike Boyd? Was he there?
Oh,
Don't
yes.
know. He was probably a student.
I think I remember Mike Bird.
do, yeah.
He's still in the business with one of the other colleges now. Not much, because when we went through Robertson and all that transition and everything, kind of moved away from the technology side of things, right? So one that I feel very badly that I lost touch with, because I was quite close with Mike Westlake.
Right, yeah.
Really liked Mike a lot. Just, things happen. And I saw terrible name. Bob Wilson. Remember Bob
Yeah, I
Wilson?
remember Bob. Yeah.
Now this was over a year ago. I don't know if he's still around or not. But
How old would he be?
he'd be
He's got-
150.
Yeah, he's got to be
Yeah.
up there. I thought he was old when we were still
I know.
working.
I think he's old before his time. Yeah.
Wow, that's
And I can't now. I can't think of anybody else. Not, I stayed in touch with Karen Milker for a while.
Okay.
she's at U of M, is she not? I think I've
U of W, I believe she
UW?
was. Yeah, I don't know if she still is. That's been so long.
unreal.
Yeah, Mike, actually, I worked with him for a few years after Midwestern. He came over to Maginot.
Oh, did he go over there? Okay.
And then when I left Maginot.
That's right. That's where Mike. That's the last time I talked to Mike. That's where he was. But that would be a long time ago.
Oh, that was just after
Yeah.
Midwestern, so yeah. 2001-ish.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. How were things at the house? Well, she was just putting on her wedding dress, so.
Like Stan Reimer, I mean,
Everything else was ready.
Yeah.
I saw him like last weekend. So
Oh, did you? Okay.
I stay in touch with him. We worked together for the last 16 years.
Yeah.
He said he just retired. So now he's just taking care of grandkids.
Is he in the city?
He is in the
Winnipeg?
city. Yeah. Just trying to talk him to come back into it. He's enjoying retirement so much. So,
Yeah. I'm still scared.
I just got into.
I don't want to bend over.
I left Robertson. I worked out a package with Robertson. I just didn't like the way they were going. It was taken over by a bunch of U.S. investors who knew nothing about school, nothing about education. They
so
were
Ken wasn't even involved in it anymore?
Ken had sold it.
Okay.
Ken had sold it, yeah. So it was just a financial thing. It was really just, in my mind, and they were losing staff left, right, and center. It was just a complete purge. I don't think there's anybody left. So I thought it was time for me to get out. And then the partner I'm working with was also at Robertson, and we'd been talking all along. He said, "Why don't we buy some schools and do this ourselves?" I said, "Sure." So I took a package, and like I said, I was off for about 3 or 4 months. And we bought a school and back into the frying pan into the fire.
Right into it again, eh?
Now I'm on the Freedom 85 plan.
There you go.
Well, at least we're getting it on video. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Hopefully it turns out.
And a lot, like you said, it's a lot of different areas too, like a lot with aesthetics. And,
Yep. Yeah. It's been the aesthetics, hairstyling. They've been our strong ones. Culinary arts is growing in popularity. It's nice to be running your own business, but the bosses are real.
Have you got text or anything, or?
Yeah, hopefully they'll be here soon. I'll have to go take pictures.
I guess without a bride, I don't have to have my jacket.
they're supposed to come up around 2 o'clock, right? I guess I better get this.
You have a position?
I do. I actually
Woohoo!
I have to walk my mother-in-law to her school.
Oh, that's right. Tammy did tell me.
And not without walking her into the trees.
Do you want to practice just in case?
Yeah, yeah.
Those trees are pretty.
I haven't had any of that vodka yet, so I mean.
Those trees are pretty small. I can see how you could miss them.
Well, I said if we end up falling, we're going to make it real good.
Do it right.
Just leaving the house.
Okay.
Let's say a couple of minutes, we should be line it up. So. All right. Okay, Ryan, you want to take the seats? Where am I sitting? I can stand over there, or I'm wearing like a suit. Yeah, well, Vanessa sitting there. So you can take that one there.
Maybe I gotta get in position.
Tonight,
Okay, I don't know where we're supposed to go.
Yeah, have a seat right
Hi. Hi, me. I'm Tammy.
Oh, you're Tammy too. Oh my goodness. And Rhonda.
Yeah, we just like to
Rhonda,
make the
hi.
So I have you just with beside me over here.
I would love to.
Okay, yeah, here. Mine are
Are you from Winnipeg?
Yeah,
No,
we're-
where to live?
Or Shiloh. Shiloh.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
They've been serving
Already
there
up
for
for
100 years. That's awesome.
That's your Phone's max right now? Okay.
Oh god, I got dog hair, cat hair, every hair. It's okay. Every hair everywhere.
Yeah, that's probably about right. Okay, so I'm gonna do it right there then. Okay?
Okay, it's probably not a good look, right?
Alright.
One of the son-in-laws, or I guess the brother.
I need to get pictures.
So Dave.
So I'm gonna do, sorry.
I was still thinking it was a little hot.
All from my seat over here.
I've been in those two.
Alright, perfect.
I know Dave was walking around with the armpits.
Oh, get a little nervous. Okay, please.
Yes.
They're probably gonna pull over up there.
Not to mention like all the other pieces. And one time I see heavy too. Yeah. They're not in full gear, so that's light. For them it is. So. And then they're used to it. They're actually parades and conventions in the summer. So. And they'll make it. I don't know if I'm in there. I'm sweating. Nope, it's all good. It's good. I'm trying to get out of there so Tammy can get the house. I'm like, I'm really sorry. Oh, she went to Tammy's, the house too? Yeah, Dave was like, you're going there. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, if I could just get ready with my husband, that would be great. Did he came here to get ready? He did, yeah. He got ready. Although Dave had already ready. He would have had him back here. Yeah. Well, I was actually staying on the other floor. Oh. And then when I was putting my dress on, I actually put it on the
Coming?
bed.
Oh, they are coming?
Is it showtime?
Unless they're stuck in traffic.
Just put that in first. I'm afraid it's gonna get all wet and soggy.
Welcome, everybody. Tammy and Dave would like to welcome everyone on this gorgeous day. It's because of all of you, because of the strong community, the Tammy and Dave relationship has strengthened and grown and led them to this very moment. Thank you for being here. Now let's begin. Tammy and Dave, what you've accomplished here today is no small feat. Your journey began way before you sent out the invitations, chose this beautiful venue, or even decided to spend the rest of your lives together. Your journey began a number of years ago when you first met. You took the time to learn what makes the other person smile, what makes them laugh, and how to best support them when life is less than simple. You welcomed each other's families, communities, and lifelong friends, and joined them together with warmth and enthusiasm. You built a new village with your love, and have worked every day to support this village as it changes and grows. Marriages bring hard days, just as they bring beautiful ones. This day is a reminder of what your love has already accomplished, and the amazing possibilities of what it can continue to accomplish and overcome in the many years ahead of you. Love. It's the reason that we're all here today. Love is a friendship caught fire. It is quiet, mutual confidence, sharing, and forgiving. It is loyalty through good times and bad times. It settles for less than perfection and makes allowances for human weaknesses. Love is content with the present, hopes for the future, and does not brood over the past. It is the day in and day out chronicles of irritations, problems, compromises, small disappointments, big victories, and working toward common goals. If you have love in your life, it can make up for a great many things you lack. If you do not have it, no matter what else there is not enough. As Tammy and Dave prepared for the ceremony of this wedding, they reflected on what it is they love about each other. And this was the easiest part of planning the ceremony. Dave, Tammy loves how you love her and the many ways in which you show it. She sees in you a strong, intelligent, resilient, patient, kind, and generous man. She says that you have the same family values and qualities, and that you have the strong foundation required for a lasting and loving marriage. Her first impression of you was that you are super sexy. And she loves that you asked her to grow old with you after 1 month of dating. You want to be part of her family and her circle of friends. Most importantly, you are so close that even when she is at her worst, you have never made her feel like you want anything but to be closer to her. Tammy, Dave loves that you bring out the best in him and make him want to be the best person he can possibly be. He loves your strength of character and outstanding moral compass. His very first impression of you was that you were an absolute goddess. For him, the hard part to this point was when he had to man up and seek your father's permission and ask him to marry him. He absolutely loves your laugh. He just really loves you. You both look to a shared future that includes a richly lived life together. Going out to restaurants, hanging out with family, or just relaxing at home in front of the TV. It will start with a staycation honeymoon at Elkhorn Resort. Tammy says that things will remain spicy between you. And even when you are grocery shopping together in your 90s, there will be an occasional butt grab. Who's going to be grabbing who? The years will come and go. You won't take each other for granted. You will laugh a lot. Grow older and wiser together. It's a good story, and the ending is yet to be written. Tammy and Dave, please take a moment to look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher. And you've learned much from one another. Shortly, you will say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life. And things between you will never be quite the same. For after today, you will say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. Do you, Dave, promise to love Tammy and respect her, to share your life and your dreams, to build with her a home that is a place of love, happiness, commitment, and growth? Do you promise to be a companion to Tammy in all of her successes and failures, her happiness and sadness? Always give her your unwavering support, and above all else, the freedom to be herself. If so, respond. I do.
I do.
Do you, Tammy, promise to love Dave, to respect him, to share your life and your dreams, to build with him a place that is of love, happiness, commitment, and growth? Do you promise to be a companion to Dave in all of his successes and failures, his happiness and sadness, to always give him your unwavering support, and above all else, the freedom to be himself? If so, respond, I do.
I do.
Now, Dave, please repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Dave,
to witness that I, Dave,
do take thee, Tammy,
do take thee, Tammy,
to be my lawfully wedded wife.
to be my lawfully wedded wife.
Tammy, please repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Tammy,
to witness that I, Tammy,
do take thee, Dave, to be my lawfully wedded husband. With the wedded ring, please. Tammy and Dave, these rings represent the vows and promises you have willingly exchanged. They reflect the commitment those words inspire and all your hopes and dreams for the future. Now, Dave, as you place the ring on Tammy's finger, repeat after me. Tammy, I give you this ring.
Tammy, I give you this ring.
Wear it with love and joy,
Wear it with love and joy,
as this ring has no end.
as this ring has no end.
My love is also forever.
Your love is also forever.
Tammy, as you place the ring on Dave's finger, repeat after me. Dave, I give you this ring.
Dave, I give you this ring.
Wear it with love and joy,
Wear it with love and joy,
as this ring has no end.
as this ring has no end.
My love is also forever.
My love is also forever.
Tammy and Dave, may the wedding rings you exchange today remind you always that you're surrounded by enduring love. Marriage is a promise of companionship, of having someone to share all of life's experiences. Marriage does not promise that there will not be any rough times, just the assurance that there will always be someone who cares and will help you through to better times. Marriage does not promise eternal romance, just eternal love and commitment. Marriage cannot prevent disappointments, disillusionment, or grief, but it can offer hope, acceptance, and comfort. Marriage can't protect you from making individual choices or shelter you from the world, but it will help you to reassure you that there is someone by your side who truly cares. When the world hurts you and makes you feel vulnerable, marriage offers the promise that there will be someone waiting to listen, to console, and to inspire. Marriage is the joining of two people who share the promise that only marriage can make, and to experience a richer, more fulfilling life because of it. In closing, I'd like to share one final thought. I know by personal experience that the poets are right. Love is eternal. Tammy and Dave, on behalf of all those present, and by the power vested in me by the province of Manitoba, I'm honored to pronounce you husband and wife. You can now share a kiss. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask Dave and Tammy to take one for the team and do that one more time so the photographer can get it from a different angle. Any more angles you want? I'm sure they can. We can get the drone out and we can do that. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, it's with great pleasure I introduce for the first time as husband and wife, Dave and Tammy Taylor. You did that already.
Yeah, I
We're just going to go take care of some legal stuff and then we'll get back to
Yeah, because she's taking to take pictures